we Blaxit home!
It's been 400 years of slavery and oppression. The shackles are broken, and we've learned our lesson. Leaving the land of the free and the home of the brave. Dry bones in the valley, coming out of the grave. Hey, I'm going home.
We are here. I am extremely excited to have an opportunity within 30 days that I've been here to interview two very influential people in me and Nicole's lives. They may not know the impact that they've had on us, but we're going to try to capture that for you in this video. Turn that camera to who I'm talking about right now. Blaxit family,
Blaxit family, Blaxit family, yes.
So I have this wonderful opportunity to just ask them just a few questions for the listening audience. And my first question is going to be, how has this experience in Gambia been for you all from the beginning until this present time?
We first came here in 2011. And as soon as we came, I think we experienced the same thing that you came, which is it's almost like an undressing. It's like an undressing of everything that you know, everything that you think about. I've been to Africa before, but coming to Gambia was like an ancestral connection, a spiritual connection.
Absolutely.
And so it's like a download. Yeah, and when I had to leave, I couldn't leave. Ask Adrian, I had a breakdown, I had a meltdown, I was crying. I just didn't want to go. I just felt like, I'm home now, why do I have to go? It was the realization that I haven't been in a place where I'm supposed to be. So that was it for me. And everything about the place, I just loved it. I fell in love. Basically, it's like a love affair. It's like, you know, yeah, that was it for me. How about you, Age?
For me, it was just a reminder of back home in the Caribbean. Yeah, every time I came off the plane and now, well, I'm in a similar environment to that I grew up in.
As a man, you know, bringing your family over, what was that like mentally for you to have to deal with that? You know, just getting on the ground and trying to find a place to stay, and you know, just all the things that come with being a man.
It was made easy for us because we came in 2011 for the first time. I would give ourselves a 5-year plan. You know, we really planned it, so we already set aside our funds, and we knew that as soon as we come, we was going to rent for a short time while we build our house. You know, so it was something I planned, and our children, they're a lot older, you know, so they're adults, so they can make their own decisions, because we have really, daughter is still living in England. A son, and I have a son from a previous relationship. They live in England. But Julie, daughter, mom, and our son was here. They just recently went back.
Monday.
So for us, we had planned it well. And we know we had to get out of it. You know, it was just that calling that, you know, you're not going to spend one more year.
Absolutely.
Not even one more month in that situation.
So how has this awesome platform, this YouTube Blaxit platform, how has that helped your personal cause? Or has it?
changed my life. It's changed our lives. It's changed our lives in so many different ways. We've been touched by people we meet, like you,
like yourself,
and your family. It's changed my take on being an influencer. I don't really call myself a vlogger. I think I'm more of an influencer, and being able to share information, possibly influence policy, travel around, meet different people, be educated by different people, be inspired by different people, and it's also opened so many doors and created opportunities to help local communities. It's helped to create an organisation called Council of African Descendants.
And you represent?
Yeah, I'm the chair of the Council of the African Descendants.
So we're sitting here with royalty now, all around us now. Royalty, doing big things.
Yes, we support people coming in from the diaspora, because a lot of people are returning back home, and you know, they want to be able to return back home and feel welcome, and we're here for all those that are coming back, that they can come back and assimilate and become a part of the community, and grow in all kinds of different ways, spiritually growing, and you know, just have a life. Because many of us as diasporans don't believe that we should have a life. We believe that we should live under pressure, under subjection, under being pushed and pressed. We don't believe in enjoyment. We believe that we can have one-off enjoyment at a great expense. But we don't believe that life is free. And you should be as free as a bird.
Yes.
Many of us are so fixed and it's been conditionalized. So there's a lot of processes that need to go on once the people return to bring them to the stage that they understand that life we was made to be free.
Yes.
And we was made to be kind and loving, and that we could grow to our greatest expectation. Africa brings all that back to you. Africa brings your spirituality back to you, and shows you how great our people are and where we are coming from. We are people beyond measure. We are people that we have so many other attributes that cannot even begin to be imagined. You know, if I started to mention them, you'd probably think I came off another planet. So I won't even go into that today. But let me just give you an example. Just simple things like thought. You'll be thinking something and somebody else will just come out with it. And it's constant. That is a constant thing, that connection that keeps happening right across within the community. You think something, somebody's doing it, somebody's ringing you, you go to pick the phone, somebody rings you up. You know, that's just the basic. There's so many other things going on. Your family connection, you're being with your wife and your husband, you get a better connection. You grow together better. Your children becomes assimilated and more loving and kind. I'm here with 5 of my children, and 5 of them falling into this society and community are so easy to deal with. I don't even have to say anything to them. I get up every day, I greet them, they eat, they do their thing, and I give them some cash, and they're happy. They go out, they do something, they go with their friends, and they come, and there's no problem, there's no confusion. Now, where did that come from? This is how we were supposed to live in the first place. And this is what we have to understand, that the sooner the better you make that move, it's going to be where your life opens up to you and you start achieving the great things that you was made to do. You know, so I just want to encourage you all. We're here. When you come, just contact Council of African Descendants or Blaxit. Don't just run and jump into different things without speaking to us. because you may make some drastic mistakes, and we want your returning to Africa to be a pleasant return. So please contact Blaxit, contact C.O.A.D, and tell us what you're doing. You know, and we'll help you to do what you need to do. We don't want you to fall into mistakes, lose money, and all these other things. You know, we want you to be able to succeed in the game, because when you succeed, we succeed. We all succeed. Okay? Don't do this private thing. I'm doing my own thing, and I want to do my own thing. I don't want nobody to. You'll end up in problems. And when you end up in problems, we can't help you, because you know you're too far down the road. You know, before you lose, just come. You know, we're here for you. You know, because you do have these things happening. But you're coming to a wonderful place. You have to learn a new system. You have to learn a new way.
So important.
You know, so you know, don't bring the old system with you. You know, many people will come here and they will say, "Well, I'm just going to go and see my lawyer." No. It doesn't work the same way in the UK, like in America. It's different. Come and see Juliet and Adrian. Ask them, and they will tell you what to do. Okay. So I just want to welcome you, and you know, we're looking forward to seeing you soon. Okay.
Family is what I got out of what he just described. Come and plug in, let them help you. These wonderful people here. We got one last question regarding couples, regarding family, because sometimes we get a lot of individuals that'll come, but for me and Nicole, we're family. She's my wife, I'm her husband, we got a family with us. So to see you all do this with your family is amazing to us.
It's been really easy, because I mean, the cafe, he came here from when he was 9 months old. And you know, I was breastfeeding, and he just liked the freedom of running up and down on the beach, playing drums, dancing in the middle. Still got videos of him, you know, like playing in the pool. He just liked playing with the children, playing football, running up and down, sitting down eating watermelon wherever he wants, sitting down eating mangoes. You know, if he wants a burger, he goes gets a burger. If he wants Benachin, he gets Benachin. And so that's why he was inconsolable and crying, saying that he didn't want to live in England anymore, because he had already had the taste of freedom for most of his life. So coming here for him was like a no-brainer. And so the transition here, even into school, I thought was going to be a lot harder for him. But for me, it's your child that has to be the judge. If it's not a right fit, take them out and take them to another school. You know, and that's it. You know, let your child be the judge. My son gets up early in the morning. Hi sis, how are you, darling? You look good. Yeah. Right? My son gets up early in the morning, you know, excited to go to school. When we said, oh, we're going to move, so we're going to move school, he was adamant, I am not moving school. Get me a driver. You know, get me a driver. So he's really excited. And, you know, during COVID, they created online lessons, so he was still able to be educated. So I think that it's many things. He's never going to have the freedom in England that he has here. He's never going to grow up without, you know, the racism. Yeah, there'll be a bit of discrimination, because obviously he doesn't know all the languages, but he's learning.
Right, absolutely.
He's learning, and because your children are young, it gives them the opportunity to learn fast by letting them play with the children. But you must let them play with the locals, you know. If it gets a bit rough, step in, you know. But other than that, and let them talk together, because they will communicate. They find ways to learn the language and communicate. So I think it's like being in slavery. You know, you might find this, oh Juliet, why is she making this analogy? Yeah, but it's like, you know, when you have your children, or you let your children go, for example, or stay in Europe, like my daughter's nearly 30, yeah, and she's saying, I'm coming back, you know, I'm sorting out my business, I'm making a plan, I'm making some money, I'm putting things in place, and I'm coming back. My son says, and when I finish my degree, I'm out, yeah, so they know what they're planning for, what they're doing. This is what, I was so pleased to hear it. You don't even understand it. It brought tears to my eyes to know that that was the plan, that they know that there's a bigger picture and a better life. Yeah.
Don't miss the next episode of Going Home with Erick and Nicole.
When, you know, they took our children from us, yeah, and we didn't know if we were ever going to see them again, because, you know, they...
For more detailed information on Going Home with Erick and Nicole, join our Patreon. Details are linked in the description. Thanks for watching.